What does the Centurion have to do with Football Manager? I honestly have no idea, but hopefully we'll find out next. So yes, this is called the 433 Centurion. Unfortunately, there's no description about it. There's a really cool screenshot thumbnail on it. This is by FM Studio, who usually has some information on it, a video or something, but unfortunately this time around, there is nothing there. So we are going to take a look and see what it may have to do with Centurion and ancient Rome in just a little. But as you can see, it is a somewhat standard 4-3-3. You do have three side by side there. You got a complete forward up top. We are going to take a deeper look at the tactic in just a little while towards the end of this video. But right now, we are going to see how it does for our two teams in the Premier League, Liverpool and Aston Villa, and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So let's head on to that. As we take a look at the Premier League table, you can see Liverpool and Aston Villa drawing each other 77 points. The only difference is goal differential 40 to 34. Wow, that's kind of a big one. 69 goals for, though. 76 for Aston Villa. Actually, that's pretty insane right there. But Aston Villa's defensive efforts, not enough to keep them or actually move them up into third or second or first. But, you know, only 3 points off of second place. Maybe if you took control of this, you could do a little bit better. Schedule-wise, we start off with Liverpool. EFL Cup quarterfinals is as far as you get against Brighton, 1-1 in penalties, and then the FA Cup 5th round against Norwich, 2-3 in extras. But you do come away from the season with a trophy, the Europa League final, 1-1 in penalties against Atalanta. You beat Manchester United, Real Sociedad, PSV Eindhoven. Not a bad run. So overall, third place is not the greatest of places to end up for Liverpool. 77 points is definitely down from the usual. But Europa League winners, that's a big one. But FA Cup and Carabao Cup, unfortunately, you just didn't do very well. So squad-wise, as we take a look, 27 goals for Nunez. Salah only with 17. Assist-wise, 16 for Szoboszlai, 11 and 10 for McAllister and Salah. That is a drop. Average rating, though, Salah was 7.35, 7.33 for Szoboszlai. Not bad overall in the numbers, but still could have done a little bit better. It's safe to say Aston Villa's cup run kind of sucked. But they did make it all the way to the quarterfinals of the Europa Conference League, unfortunately dropping both to Sporting, losing away from home, drawing at home, unable to pick up the win you needed and move on through. Overall, though, Premier League, Aston Villa's 77 points and 4th place in the table is pretty nice compared to where they're supposed to end up according to FM24 at the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, the Conference League knocked out, FA Cup knocked out, Carabao Cup. I mean, these two cups, you just blew it. But overall, you can see goals, 35 for Ollie Watkins, definitely getting back to his best. 20 for Diaby, very well done. Assist Diaby with 20. He had a fantastic season. 7.37 and he's tops. Data hub for Liverpool, we are usually expecting high attacking sides. Unfortunately, not this time around. I mean, they definitely get Premier League average and better, but you'd like to see them a little bit higher. Aston Villa, kind of on the downward turn. I mean, they got some higher numbers. Fouls against per game is down, but whatever. Dribbles are up. Not expected penalty goals, and then goals per game is actually higher. But overall, still, you'd like some of these numbers up, but overall, not too bad. And as we look at the Premier League stats, Aston Villa in 4th with 76 goals. Well done them. Liverpool in 7th for 69. Definitely a lot lower than what you expect. But fewer shots against Liverpool in there in 2nd. Aston Villa in 7th. Most possession. Liverpool with 58, a little higher than normal. Aston Villa with 56, around average, a little higher than average maybe. Most dribbles made. Both teams are in there 4th and 6th. Most tackles, nobody. Best pass completion. You do have 5th and 6th there. 89% for both. But most shots for it, Liverpool in 3rd and Aston Villa in 5th. Only 472 though. We have definitely seen them in the 600s and above. And as we move over to our Ipswich Town side, you can see 7th place, just missing out on the promotion playoffs. 73 points, 1 point away from that 6th spot, which you could have gotten into, hopefully if you took control of it yourself. But unfortunately, 7th place is where you end up. Out immediately in the EFL Cup 1st round against Bristol Rovers. You do make it to the 5th round, but Manchester United kick you out 0-2. So overall, I mean, Sky Bet Championship, you do get into 7th where you're expected to be in 10th or 11th at the start of FM, but unfortunately missing out by a single point and goal differential, of course, on the playoff promotion spots. It's kind of hard to take a little bit. FA Cup and Carabao Cup, you're not expecting much anyway. So as we take a look at the squad-wise, you can already see only 14 goals for Hurst and Burns. Definitely on the low side for Hurst. Assists, 13 for Leif Davis, the only one in double digits. And then 715 is the highest average rating. Definitely low for this side. And as we get to the championship stats, you can see most goals all the way down in 7th with 73, but still, 7th is not too bad with all the teams that they've got. Fewest shots against in 7th, most possession all the way up in 3rd, dribbles made in 6th, tackles won, nobody. Best pass completion, you are in 4th with 89%, not too bad. Tied for Aston Villa and Liverpool. Most shots for, not even in the list though. So yes, let's take a look at this tactic itself. It starts with a sweeper keeper in attack, fullbacks in the left and the right in support, central defender on the left in defend, a ball-playing defender on the right in defend, a box-to-box in support, next to a deep-lying playmaker in defend, and a CM in attack on the right side, inverted wingers on both sides in attack, and a complete forward in attack up front. And if you saw, there are a couple of individual player instructions. Positive mentality, in possession, attacking with is fairly narrow, underlap on the left and the right, play out of defense, passing directness is much shorter, tempo is slightly higher, low crosses, and work the ball in the box. In transition, counter press, distribute to the center backs and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, step up more, and stop the crosses. But now, how did it do for our 3 teams? Well, Ipswich Town getting 7th place. It's not bad. I mean, we've definitely seen 4-3-3s that have done a little bit better. Liverpool and Aston Villa. Aston Villa doing a really fantastic job at 77 points. However, no cups. That's kind of an issue. Liverpool getting the Europa League, which is great, but 77 points for them are definitely a downwards turn. And everyone out of the FA Cup and Carabao Cup pretty quickly. So overall, the mixed bag, I guess. But that is it for me, Stefan FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.